Okay, hello everyone. I'm streaming a little bit late today, so it will be a short stream, but at least there will be a stream. Uh, Survival here. We are on puzzle 53. No, 54. It's going to be rather difficult, I think. Let's see. Bishop hits rook. If we take there, is there a problem? What's the problem if we just simply take the rook? And obviously there is something. Take the rook. Well, if queen takes, then we're down. Yeah, we're down material because we have they have two pieces for the rook, and also an extra pawn, 2 pieces and a pawn for our rook. So that wouldn't be good for us, according to the relative value of the pieces. That wouldn't be good. Therefore, if we instead take over here, then rook takes and knight defends, or knight takes. So if we take over here, then takes, which I don't know why I didn't look at this first. I mean, I was like, for some reason, I thought that we would lose our queen after that. But I mean, if rook takes, then what's the worst that can happen? I mean, if knight takes, then I just take the rook. So that will be very happy times. If rook takes, then queen moves away, and then what? And it seems to me as if they didn't have anything after rook takes and queen moves somewhere. I think just rook takes queen. Um, I don't see anything else, so I'm just going to play it. Rook takes queen. Okay, so far so good. Now apparently there is a problem with this position. Um, I thought the puzzle might just end there. I mean, probably it's going to be something that attacks this, something like this or that. Like, I can't believe there's only one move here. That's kind of interesting. We go over here hitting that. Then they do something about it, like bringing the rook to defend or pushing. And then we can try to kick this knight where this rook would be hanging. But then they can like drop here. But we can go here. I don't know, something like that might work. But why here? Why not there, for instance? Or there? Oh, wait. Is it this? This threatens a fork over here. Yeah, but I mean, this you just take there and no worries. Is there a place where the queen can threaten more than one thing? The only way to infiltrate here is through there. So unlikely. Very unlikely. I know refuting all the possible options for this queen is difficult. Yeah, because right now, what do we have? Right now, we have a queen for a knight and a rook and a pawn. So yeah, potentially we're not out of the woods yet. Well, obviously we're not out of the woods, otherwise the puzzle wouldn't continue. Hello, Jeremy H. Nice to see you here. Thanks for subscribing and tuning in. It's going to be a little bit of a short stream, but I'll be streaming for like an hour. Um, to put you a little bit in context, we took over here their queen and now this. I mean, the first move was pretty obvious, but now, I mean, I don't know what to do with this queen, honestly. I think maybe going over here might be an option, but I don't know why this one would be the move as opposed to this one or this one, for instance. Well, I mean, this one doesn't hit the rook, but this or this, that seems pretty much like the same thing. Because I was thinking, like, if we go over here, for instance, then we are hitting that, but at the same time, we have eyes on this, so that maybe we can later kick this knight. Now, perhaps we should do it this way so that there is no rook e2. Because if we go over here, then after they defend this pawn, if we go over there, then there might be a rook e2 here. I thought that in answer to that, I could just go here, but maybe it's not so simple. Maybe. I mean, you can keep like pursuing that, even going here because this is protected like this. So yeah, I think queen f2 might be the one, with the idea of attacking this and putting pressure on that. Maybe. Not entirely sure, but I mean that's the only way that I find, like, if I'm thinking of one of these three moves, the only reason why I would play one and not the other is here, so that rook e2 doesn't exist. Going to play queen f2, and well, if it's not right, yeah, I apologize to to the people that got on this this streak until here. We can start a new one. Oh, I was right. Oof. Okay, they defended over here, so now I'll continue with my plan. My plan was hit this, and then we have pressure on that. So, and it was that. Oof. Wow. All right. I'm not as rusty at this as I thought I was. And that one I got. But yeah, I mean, it took effort. Took effort, definitely. Wasn't easy. These puzzles are not easy at all. I mean, at this point. Okay, this. What do we got? We have a queen here that may be exposed to something like bishop here, for instance. What other forcing move do we have? We have a random check here where they take and then we have a fork. But I mean, like, the fork is with a piece of the same value as the bishop, so not particularly helpful, to be honest. Um, unless we had something to continue with after that. But I mean, just looking at whatever forcing moves we have and trying to figure out something. if we go over here, which is the most obvious move, but I looked at it, but I didn't look at it, like I didn't calculate. If we go over here, then what are the options? There are very few options there. Like they basically have to go here, here, I mean, here, here, or there. One of these three. If they go here, then there's almost the fork, but not quite. But yeah, man. Oh wait a second. If we go over here and goes over there, is there any trick involving this takes and then in the future something with this? I mean, if right away this they just take, so it doesn't work. But something involving this over here. Like if this, that. Doesn't really seem to do much. And queen moves away and then nothing. I mean, well, we get another pawn. After queen moves away, we get another pawn. So wait, what's the count first of all? They have two minor pieces for no, wait. The count is we're up actually, material. So what are we dealing here with? We're dealing with an attack actually, aren't we? Like I mean, the count is already in our favor, isn't it? No, it's not in our favor. I'm miscounting. Oh yeah, no. Wait, it's in our favor. Yeah. Okay, I'm miscounting again. So yeah, well we have a rook for a knight, right? What's the count in terms of pawns? 6. We have 7. Okay, we have 7 pawns. So we have a pawn and a rook for a knight. So technically, I mean, we have a material advantage. Now, what is really going on? Because I mean, just because of the material advantage, we might be, you know, on our way to a win. So are we under attack right now? I mean, there's the fact that they could sack over here and be threatening the king. Like, for instance, if they sack here, threatening mate, and we take over there, then they take back with check. And if king over here, there's this mate. And if king over there, there's this mate. So the threat is probably sacking the bishop, then sacking the knight. And if they sack the bishop, then you have nothing to defend over here. Or do you? Wait, you could go over here if that happened. And would still be losing the clean pawn. So perhaps the answer is to move away. If you move away, maybe there's probably is a perpetual, I suppose. Like if moves, yeah, if moves away, then there's bishop takes, and if you take, then takes again, takes, and perpetual. Let's get perpetual there. So Probably that's what we are aiming for here. I failed to realize at first what we were aiming for because I didn't do a count. Like, I mean, if you do a piece count, you realize what you're aiming for. What we're aiming for here is not like some tactic that's going to win material. It's a defensive tactic. I mean, we have to defend against the opponent's threat of, at the very least, drawing the game, if not winning. Yeah, I'm thinking Black Bishop take up right pawn. No, I think we should. Ah, you mean that's good to defend? The bishop take pawn on c4, you can pressure knight. Bishop c4, d3, e4, you can pressure knight, d6. Bishop c4, d3, e4 is pressuring knight on e4. I think we definitely need to do something about what they are doing here. I think we can't go about our business doing whatever. Like if we go like trying to do whatever in order to attack this, then the attack follows. So they either get a draw or they beat us, I think. So I think we need to do something about that. It's definitely not this, because if this, then I mean, I don't think it's that, because if this, then you know you're not. This doesn't help. So it shouldn't be this move. Could be queen all the way back. Could be queen all the way back, and if they try to sack something, then we take with a rook. Then if they take, we take here, and yeah, good luck. Like we are entering an endgame where we're a bishop to the good. So so yeah, it's wait a second. Did I say that we have? Yeah, we have like we are in exchange and a pawn up, so we're definitely up material here. Like if they trade these two pieces for rook and pawn, then we're good. So I think it might be just queen e7, to be honest. I don't know what they can do to queen e7. Can they do anything to queen e7? I think it's just queen e7. Like, I mean, there aren't many options. Well, there's this. There's this also. If this can try to continue putting the pressure by going like this, could be also. Like if we go here and they want to continue with this threat, they can go here, here. I mean, here, here, here. If they go here, then at the very least we may have something like this, and then the bishop c4 thing. Is there a problem with queen e7? I mean, it looks extremely passive, and this pawn is pinned if you do that. But I mean, it's not like this pawn is under attack or anything, so... Oh no, and after this, we could do something like this. Hello, Nick. Sack rook and take queen with queen. Yeah, I mean, the idea is that, I mean, you're not sacking anything. If you go over here, if they sack, they are the ones sacking. I mean, this is not sacking a rook, because if you get like if you get two pieces for rook and pawn, then you're getting 6 for 6. So it's okay for us. Let's see. Bishop f7, knight f6, bishop f7, knight f6, king h8, queen h7, checkmate, my dude. Yeah, but yeah, okay. All right. So yeah, if you go here, then you actually get checkmated. Okay. So that move is not it. Anyway, I was looking at queen e7 actually as my first attempt. Then I looked at the bishop f7 a little bit, but I didn't look at that. So yeah. You are right. They didn't have to move the queen. So yeah, well pointed there, Yushi. Also, thank you for subscribing. I don't know how you even got queen e7. Well, queen e7, I got it because they are threatening to go over here. Then if we go over here, then they go over there, and we're getting mated. So and if not, then if we go over here, for instance, then they go over here, we go over here, they go over here, and then if we take, then there's a perpetual at the very least. So So that's how I got to queen e7. Is there a way to put the white queen to h8? White queen to h8. I don't know why you would want the queen over there, but I don't think there is a way. Because then you could castling and sack rook and kill queen with king. Queen e7 is the only move, probably. Yes, I think that's correct. Oh, so you are just trying to... Okay. So you were just trying to bash me for my for how I got to here because you thought that it was like too good for me or something. All right, my dude. People here pretending like they are gods of chess or something. Okay, so let's see. If we go over here, then this would be checkmate. But I don't know what they can do to us if we go over here. Well, first of all, they can just take the knight. If they take the knight, then I don't believe we have much. So probably not that. Rook f7 and bishop g7. Rook f7. I mean, rook f7. If I mean, yeah, that's what I was looking at. But the point is, if you go rook f7, I think they just take the knight, don't they? And then what are we doing? Because I mean, this exchange down is nothing for them. Like, I mean, look at what they have. Like, we're completely dead lost if we just accept to be an exchange down, unless you have a solution to this. But I mean, to you know, to takes and you know, you do something after that. But yeah, I did look at this first of all because yeah, that's threat of mate. But the problem is if they just take here. Maybe there's something complex after rook takes and something takes, like probably bishop, so that we potentially free this rook to like land somehow in the back rank or something, but I don't know. There's also this passed pawn that we should be aware of. But probably it's going to be about trying to make rook f7 work somehow. Probably the first move will be rook f7, and by some crazy tactic it will work. But I don't know why it will work. Bishop h6. Bishop h6, rook d8, rook f7. They can't sack the rook for the knight. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good way. Hello, Yu Chang. Nice to see you here. Thanks for subscribing. To h5, I believe is mean to h6, and yeah, that's yeah, that's what the Yushi said, which does work, yeah, indeed. So, okay, they go rook d8, then you go over here, and then that's it. Wait a second. After you go over here, if they try to go there, well, he probably gave that in his line, right? Rook g8, bishop g7, rook g7, rook f8, rook g8, rook... Oh, okay, yeah. Then you get an Arabian mate in the end. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, alright, good solving, man. Okay, we already hit over here like 1,000 times here. Um, if you block here with a knight, then if something were to take, then we will. I mean, if the bishop were, if the knight were to take, we would be able to take over here and hit that by extension. So maybe it's that going over here, blocking all this stuff, and then well, blocking all this stuff. And yeah, if they take, you go over here. I mean, does that work? Like, if it works, maybe it's a little bit too simple for this, for puzzle 57. But I don't know, it seems like the obvious choice. If knight takes here, we take here, and we should still be okay because there's still the bishop. Well, they can attack the bishop. And we have this pinned. Which point? Maybe we have to sack the rook over here. Like, if we go over here, it goes over there, takes over here. And if they try to like kick the bishop, then we sack the rook over there maybe. But if queen takes, then well, we got well, no, what am I saying? Well, we lost the bishop. I don't know, because I mean, at that point we moved the bishop. Yeah, never mind. So maybe, like, I mean, we either move the bishop or we move the rook. But yeah. So this, then either here and moves the rook somewhere, or takes the bishop over here. Then we move the. I mean, it takes the rook over here. Then we move the bishop there. And then we see what we do about this knight, like something with the king in order to unpin or something. Maybe. Let me see what you guys are saying. I don't know why the computer is slow. Bishop to h5. That was before. Bishop e3, knight e3, f e3, queen trapped. Bishop e3. Bishop e3 right away. Yeah, the queen cannot move away because we have the knight there. Was there a reason why I didn't really like bishop e3, or I didn't even mention it? Let me see, because it sounds like a very natural response to the move, but I haven't even looked at it so far, I think. So, bishop e3, what do I do? I mean, it doesn't sound like it's that one, to be honest. But I mean, maybe you're right. I mean, the queen doesn't have squares, that is true. So, they would probably have to take with the knight, no choice, right? So they take with the knight, then you just take with the pawn, and then that's it. Yeah, that sounds about right, to be honest. I mean, I don't see a good resource for them. YU Chang says that it's not trapped yet, but I don't know why it wouldn't be trapped. I mean, I'm not seeing really the options for them. Oh, they can go over here. They can take here, hitting our queen. They can take here, hitting our queen. If we take over there, they take over here. But we can continue taking. We also take this one. Well, I don't know why my computer is so slow now. Takes over here. Then what? They can't even retreat the knight. I mean, they should be down a million pieces if they do that. So yeah, if they do this, they should be down a million pieces after this, this, and this. So yeah, I mean, probably bishop e3 works. I mean, I don't see the refutation, to be honest. I keep looking at it because, I mean, it does sound like the first move that someone would think about. If knight f2, king f2 with a king. I mean, even if you take the queen, I think it still works. Like, I mean, you take the queen, should still work, because if they take your queen, you keep taking. So I don't think even if you could take with the king, I mean, just which you can actually, you're right. But I mean, even if you didn't do that, if you went just for taking the queen, I think even that would work. So yeah, knight f2 doesn't seem to refute it. I calculate this. Says why you? Oh, that works. All right. If knight f2, king f2 with the king, that's a move. Bishop. Okay. Bishop e3 only move to defend an attack. Hello, Abbas. Nice to see you here, buddy. Queen take knight on g4. When his queen come down to check, just say step to d1. Uh, yeah. Let's go with bishop e3 then. Yeah, seems to be the way. Let me see what happened. Let me see that line that we were talking about, because you guys keep insisting that the only way is king takes. But I think bishop, even though that has to work, but I believe bishop takes also works. Let me see. Here. Boom. Yeah, king f2 is number one, but bishop d4 is also completely winning. Because I mean, obviously, if they take over here, you take over there, and this knight doesn't have anywhere to go to. You're also winning the knight. Well, I shouldn't say also. You are winning the knight, because actually we were down a bunch of pawns at that point. But yeah, both lines work. Both lines work. But anyway, yeah, good stuff with the queen trap. I don't know why I didn't even look at the bishop e3 at first, because I mean it does seem like the most obvious, to be honest. I must be tired, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know really what to do here. I mean, bishop is under attack and this is under attack. So probably it's not going to be a very passive move. Probably there's something. But I mean, if like we go over here trying to threaten that, then just whatever they want to do. I mean, take the knight over here. Take the pawn over here. Already defends that. So oh, but if you do that, then this gets pinned immediately and attacked twice at the same time. And when it gets pinned, you're also attacking this. So maybe this actually works. This goes over here, pin. And then you're threatening that and threatening this. So yeah, actually rook h6 might work. I mean, at least it doesn't fail to that like I thought. I thought at first that it would fail to that, but it doesn't fail to that. Or shouldn't, at least. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hi bro, can you beat Hikaru? No, I definitely cannot beat Hikaru. And a lot lower rated than that, I can't beat either. No, Bishop d4 or King f2 was basically the same advantage. Like, feel free to check out with the engine, but it was King f2 was number 1 with the engine with 4 points, and then you had 3.6 for Bishop d4. So basically the same advantage. It was just virtually the same. You were absolutely winning in both cases, and it was evaluated by the engine. It was basically the same thing. So there probably was something that you guys were missing in the King of Two line, I suppose. I mean, either that or, well, I mean, just the fact that you're completely winning. Just like I said in Bishop d4, like Bishop d4, you were completely winning. Queen h3, queen sack. Hi bro, can you be? Ah, yeah, this I already read. King f2, queen would take the bishop and checkmate. Queen h3, king h3. What are you guys talking about? Sacking the queen there? No. King f2 worked in that line. King f2 was the top engine move. Why you? But still, like, I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't definitely the evaluation of what the guys are saying. I mean, it was much closer between bishop d4 and king f2, because I did check with the engine after the puzzle. I mean, it was 3.6 bishop d4 and 4.1 king d2. So yeah, basically the same thing. Like, I mean, completely winning both of them. I mean, king f2. Not sure, king g1, maybe starting with rook h6 is better. Yeah, rook h6, I don't see the refutation so far, but I mean, I didn't look too much. But I mean, in principle, I mean, they have to deal with the with the mate there. I mean, no, not mate, with the attack there. Man, so far I haven't even looked at where it gets us, but I mean, it does seem to get us to good places. But I mean, they probably have to deal with that threat, and then they are and knight takes there doesn't work. Although I didn't I didn't look at knight takes bishop, because honestly I looked at this like being super strong, but I didn't really look at what it did. Like, let's say we go over here, knight takes bishop, then we take over there. This is protected still by the knight, and king goes over here. Obviously, yeah, king goes over here, mate. Yeah. I mean, I looked at this like looking pretty strong, but I didn't look at the whole sequence. So yeah, it does end in mate. Like, I mean, if they are oblivious to a threat, so they cannot take the bishop. Yeah, definitely. All right. So yeah, this I didn't find a refutation so far, because I mean I was looking at this defending that, but again, like, I pin over here and then that's it. I mean, not only pin, but you're pinning and you're also doubly attacking. So pretty good. Sacrifice the queen and rook h6, bishop h5, force rook h5, checkmate. Okay. Queen h3, king h3, rook h6, bishop h5, rook h5, checkmate. Okay. Let's see. So here, takes. We go over there. They can only interpose bishop. So yeah, that does work, doesn't it? If we go over here and they go over there, then well, that's I mean, at the very least, we can go over here and start things again, but more forcing. So yeah, you guys are right. Actually, sacking the queen does indeed work. I mean, first when you said queen h3, I hadn't even looked at it because I was reading still the rest of the chat of the messages in chat. So that's why. Hello Jaya, good day to you too. I hope you're doing well. And hello Abbas. Abbas, I already said hi to. What happened with he removed the message. I thought that the auto moderation was going crazy again, but no, it was you personally removed the message. That's okay. Yeah, I'll go queen h3. I was reading the rest of the messages, guys. Okay, so now rook h6, right? Like, I mean, we go for the same thing, but in a more forcing way. I'm still interested to see what the refutation was to rook h6 right away. I mean, obviously this is stronger, but I mean, the reason this gets played here, it means that it was the only move, which means that there was a refutation to this one. Which I'm not too surprised, because when you're playing those moves that are forcing but not that forcing, then it's very likely that you miss something. So okay, I suppose rook h6. I mean, I don't know. Like it seems like the only real way forward. Rook h6. Yeah, definitely rook h6. Not queen f3 because there's this. Like and we were already, I believe, down material or something. Or if we're not, well, then that doesn't do much for us. So yeah. Okay, so now we go over here, interposes. Or interposes. And what? Or is that what we do? Because is that what we do, or do we take over here now? Because now if we take over here and they take here, we have this. And now with the knight gone, then they have to interpose like this. Then we have that. They have to go over there. We have this. And at that point, they have to interpose the queen. So potentially, is it taking on f3 now? Maybe. Now queen f3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Yeah, good solving, guys. Can we request you to play a game online? Chess, puzzles, and games, so it's always puzzle. You're right. I mean, you're right on one thing. You're right on the fact that I should probably change the name of the stream. I've been a little bit lazy to do that, but yeah, I should probably change the name of the stream to puzzles and maybe something else chess related. So yeah, I have it as yeah, or maybe I should put puzzles and games, so that, or and perhaps games or something like that. But yeah, it's mainly puzzles these days, because I found that that's what really interests the audience as well. I mean, and it also doesn't tilt me, which is like, it's a double win. Like, I mean, I sometimes get tilted doing puzzles, to be honest, but not very often. Like, every now and then I will get tilted just by doing puzzles if I'm doing too bad. But in general, like doing puzzles doesn't tilt me, and playing games does. So that's the reason I usually do not play games. But yeah, I mean, eventually I will play some games in the pool, but maybe not on stream. I mean, but I will upload to my channel when I do play some. Maybe in long form video for those who want to watch that. Like in the terms of like as a stream, I don't think there is much value in me playing games, to be honest. First of all, because I suck, and secondly because when I'm playing games on stream, I don't have enough time to explain everything that's going on. If there is like a very beginner level player watching that might actually benefit from that, I don't have much time to explain everything. When I try to explain everything, I lose on time. So that doesn't work much. Although if I choose a very long time control, that might actually work. Um, but yeah, there is that on the other hand, and I mean for the higher rated players, I mean there's not. I don't think that many people would watch, to be honest, a lower rated player playing. Like if if I were like the 2000, I wouldn't be watching like a guy that's 1500 probably. Like not doing that. Puzzles is different because I mean these puzzles are actually tough. So even if a player is high rated, they come over here and they participate in the puzzles and they feel good because they find the solutions. So I mean it's like a something to do community wise is much better, I feel, than doing games. Like just playing games is probably something for like more for like the master levels. Like if a master is doing just the games like Hikaru, for instance, he can just play Title Tuesday, and he just draws a couple of arrows because he doesn't have time to explain whatever is going on because he has to save his time. But he draws a couple of arrows, highlights some squares, and everyone watches because it's is Hikaru Nakamura. It's second best player in the world or third or whatever he is right now. But I mean like of course everyone will watch that. But I mean anyone else playing chess. I mean most chess players will not even care. I mean if you blunder everything and then tilt, sometimes they care. But I don't want to tilt, to be honest. Like I mean that might have its entertainment value, but since entertainment value that costs tilt is not a doable business, I think. So yeah, I wouldn't. That's basically a long explanation, but I mean that's basically why I don't partake in playing games these days. Those were all of the reasons. The rook in a1. Oh, miscalculation. Sorry. It's okay, Abbas. You don't have to apologize if you miscalculate. I miscalculate all the time, and doesn't. I don't expect you guys to be blaming me. I mean, every now and then I will apologize. I mean, I do usually apologize when I throw a streak or something, but that's because it's me. I'm the streamer, and a lot of times people are saying the right move in the chat, and then I choose to play the wrong one. But you guys just suggest everything. I mean, I don't care really. Like suggest blundering the queen or something. If I end up blundering if I end up playing the move and blundering the queen, then it's on me because I chose it. So feel free to suggest whatever and don't feel the need to apologize at all. Okay, mate with what? I haven't even looked at this puzzle so far. Rook where? Rook h8, are you guys saying? Oh wait, Rook h8, is this just mate in 1 this? What the heck? Did we get a mate in 1? I mean, this looks a lot like mate in 1. So this is the move your guys are suggesting, right? Like I mean, there's nothing. Like it's just mate in 1. Okay. Well, I'll play it. All right. That kind of confused me that we got a mate in 1 there. I mean, every now and then you get a frisbee a little bit like further into the puzzles. Like we got one even easier than that one, if you will. I mean, it was also like some form of mate to the king, but it was just outright back rank checkmate, just like the first couple of puzzles. Like I mean, the easiest configuration to see that, and it was like puzzle number 70 or something. We got that when we were playing with Liam the other day, a few days ago or a week ago or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, like yeah, I was just reading the chat. I hadn't even looked at the puzzle. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't play it, not because I was thinking about it or something. King h7 is objectively the worst move. king h5, every move win, just king h5. Rook h8. How is this puzzle 59? Yeah, exactly. Like every now and then they throw you a frisbee so that you keep going or something. I mean, I don't think I think the reason there is a puzzle like that at this level is probably, I have said this before, I think probably, I mean, this is my speculation, they are taking positions from games that happened at a certain level, you know, of players, and then if the tactic happened, then they give you that tactic. Like if it was only moves and the tactic happened, they give it to you. And so probably the players were very high rated and someone blundered mate in one. It happens, you know, it has happened to everyone. Like really to everyone. So so probably that was the reason, I think. But yeah, every now and then you find a frisbee like that after a while, yeah. Hola, saludo. Tira otro ejercicio para ver si lo podemos resolver. Hola, Emma. Sí, estaba muy metido en el chat, entonces no había visto. Teníamos pensé que todos ustedes estarían pensando ahí el puzzle actual y después miré la posición y me di cuenta de que efectivamente era mate en uno. Así que bueno. Porque empecé a ver que la gente decía algo con la torre y yo dije, ¿qué? Digo, mate, ¿qué? Y miré y ahí vi que era mate en uno y claro, yo estaba leyendo el chat tranquilo pensando que ustedes estaban calculando líneas largas o algo y realmente estaban todos esperando que pasáramos al siguiente. Por cierto, gracias por unirte nuevamente al canal. Juguemos una partida. No, yo no estoy para partidas. Bueno, tengo partidas con la membresía. Si alguien quiere donarme, le juego ahí, así. Y todos nos vamos contentos. Yo ligo un par de dólares y el que me juega se va contento de que me hizo pelota. We did get a mate in one on puzzle 59. Yeah. Bishop F3 is interesting. Yes, estamos haciendo ejercicios. Así que Yushi también habla español. What is this puzzles in 60 and 59? Alfil por peón. Yeah, I mean, I already talked about that, so I think this message is old, that's why I'm ignoring it. Alfil por peón. Ok, alfil por peón ahora. Primero, bishop f3, queen e3, queen h4, alfil por peón, dama f1, dama redama, alfil torre, bishop f3. First, we don't know where the queen moved, queen f1 most likely. Nada, queen e3. Ok, so alfil por peón. Bishop, sí, es el mismo que dice el otro, bishop f3. So bishop f3, fork, and queen e3, queen h4. Yeah, because actually we're down material, so just winning that exchange wouldn't be enough. But after the queen moves, then you go over here. Okay, I'll start with bishop f3 because everyone is agreed on that. So bishop f3. Okay, so queen went over here. You guys gave a line with queen d1. With queen f1. Queen f1. Queen h4 says Yushi. So, okay, queen h4 now. Oh, shoot. It was queen h4, not queen h4. Wait a second. Oh, God. What am I doing? Oh, no, yeah, that was queen h4. Wait, did you guys change the line afterwards? Or I mean... I played the line that the first line that I saw there. I thought that you were all agreed on that. Oh yeah. It's okay. I play the right move of what was suggested, so it's okay. I know for a moment I was feeling a little bit bad because I thought that I had messed up and played some other move. So let's see what was the way here. He was here, and after that, well, I assume we just take the free rook. Yeah. Okay, so this was that. So what was the problem with your line? You were giving this, then this, and then yeah. The thing is, here they go king f2. Wait, what? No, queen f2. Yeah, sorry. Otherwise, they're getting made in one. So queen f2. You wanted to go here, here, and here. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, here you do have an advantage here, so it's not bad. It's like huge advantage. However, if you do it this other way, like the simpler way, so sort of, well, it's not the simpler way. I mean, there's this intermezzo, but the thing is, after you do this, what happens if they try to? Oh, if they try to stick around, then you give, then potentially you give this check. Like if they try to go here, oh, queen f3. Oh, queen f3 threatening this and is trapped in the corner, so you threaten it twice. Yeah, it's so bad that it's suggesting queen a. Oh, queen a7. Okay. It's suggesting queen a7 here, going to grab something while the rook is lost. So okay, that was yeah. So it was keeping following the queen. Interesting that they play queen f2 and actually that's a top. Well, it's not interesting. Of course, that's a top move because after this, again after queen f3, that's the thing. So yeah, it wasn't that easy to see that. But yeah, that's the first strike. So actually, we have a couple more. We have a couple more strikes. Let's see. We are down a rook here, so well, not entirely a rook. We have at least 3 pawns to show for it, but yeah, I mean we are a little bit down a rook. Oh, if we go over here, well, it just goes over there, I suppose, and then I don't know if we have anything. Because I mean, if we went over here and then here, then this would be made. It would be nice. But I mean, that's a little bit of hope chess. They would go over here. Oh, what about going here directly? Going here. If it goes over there, what do we have? If any. Yeah, I don't think we have anything there. Because I mean, if here and here, again, there's mate. No, there's no mate. Goes over here, never mind. Yeah, not even that. Okay. So, and it has to be one of the potential checks, otherwise I don't see. Well, could be the rook moving in to check also. Like something like this could potentially. Well, no, not really, because then we get checked like this and we're dead. Because after we go here, then there's this. And we're not dead yet, but almost, and probably will be dead after that, I assume. So maybe it's a queen check. Let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, you should go to sleep. All right, Abbas. Anyway, the stream will end soon in like 13 minutes. No, no, está bien, Yushi. Yo jugué porque veía que muchos estaban con el alfil por peón ese con. No porque lo hayas dicho solo tú, sino que todo el mundo estaba con alfil F3 y bueno, está. El único que había dado una línea entera eras tú, así que seguí con esa. Pero no los quería tener esperando 1000 años ahí mientras veía a ver con qué nos quedábamos. Pero no te preocupes, digo, no es. No te tienes que disculpar para nada, hermano. Es así como funciona esto, digo. Algunas veces vamos a estar en lo correcto, algunas veces no. Como siempre digo, soy el que toma la decisión final. Ahí debo decir que no calculé nada, estaba así como, voy a agarrar lo que dijeron en el chat y lo voy a pegar acá y vemos a ver qué pasa. Pero, ¿qué? Pero no fue solamente porque lo habías mencionado tú. Tú fuiste el único que dio una línea completa, por eso usé así tal cual la tuya. Pero en realidad todo el mundo estaba básicamente diciendo lo mismo, digo, está. Si querían otra continuación lo tendrían que haber, tendrían que haber avisado antes. Pero sí, todo el mundo estaba diciendo alfil F3 y tal, y por ahí continuaba. Y de hecho creo que todo el mundo estaba tirando también la de la dama H4, así que... Y tal, como te digo, tampoco era un movimiento malo igual. Si eso lo juegas en una partida, está bien. Digo, estaba la otra combinación que era más fuerte, pero digo, esa jugada estaba bien igual. Ah, eres española, mira. Así que un español en el chat. Uh, oh, so actually, así que Emma lo había encontrado el alfil G2, interesante. Bueno, muchachos, no llegué a leer el alfil G2 ese antes de jugarla. Lo lamento, muchachos, pero sí, la jugué de una sin leer qué es lo que estaban diciendo ustedes. Después me apuré mucho ahí. Ah, maten dos. No, es el G4. Okay. G4, kick the queen. G4, kick the queen. So queen A8, queen C7. Rook G7. Rook G7. Peón G4, dama se mueve a... Okay, so everyone is saying G4, so yeah. G4 definitely. I mean, because everyone is saying G4, right? I haven't calculated anything, but I mean, you all are saying G4, so I'll play G4. Like, if it's wrong, then everyone was wrong, so it's okay. Oh, hello, Richard. Nice to see you here, buddy. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. For Queen tell goodbye. G4, Queen G4, Rook H4, Rook G4 wins. Okay, let's see, after this, what was the continuation? Like, Queen went to H4, did anyone see that coming? I don't think so, I don't think anyone saw the Queen H4, so let's see how this continues. Queen A8 now, okay. So, we go Queen A8, then what's the big idea? Like, well, if they go over here, then you mate. If they go over there or there, well, if they go there, you at the very least have this, so not necessary to check that one. This, and then we take in here, right? So now we take over here and take here. Si la dama se mueve en G6, torre por dama. Rook, GG, bro. Okay. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so now we take over here. King takes, we take over there, right? I mean, it has to be, so I'll just play it. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, great solving, you guys. We'll probably solve like one more or something. Probably one more, and then I'll go because yeah, I mean, I would go in like 9 minutes, so I don't think in 9 minutes we can solve more than one, definitely. So let's try to solve one, and then we'll finish the stream. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Tomorrow I'll see if I can stream for a little bit longer, because today I started streaming very late, so it ended up being a very short stream. Also, my one of my subscribers wrote in the comment section of the previous stream saying that he would like the streams to be earlier. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I mean earlier, not just than today, but I mean that in general. So maybe I will consider like shifting the time a little bit, at least now that I'm still unemployed and don't have really some other more important schedule to follow. So I could perfectly switch the time to a little bit earlier, probably. So yeah, great job, guys, with the solution over there. Great job, Yu Chang and Yu Shi and everyone else. and Vince on Earth. Actually, I believe Vince was the first one. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, great job, Vince. Great job, everyone else. Good job there. Rook f7, rook f7, rook d7, rook d7. Okay, let's see. Rook f7. Wait, if rook f7, we get mated. Wait, what? This is just checkmate, straight up. So we cannot play rook f7. Wait, did you say queen f7 or did you say rook f7? You probably mean queen f7 because you said check. So queen f7, right? Is what you mean? DXT, RXT, DXT, what do you mean? Torre por torre. Ok. Torre por torre. ¿Qué es una R? No, el RS tiene que estar confundido. El R ahí se te mezcló con el inglés, imagino. Era otra T eso. Pero igual, torre por torre, pero no hay ni siquiera torre por torre acá. Somos las blancas acá. Bueno, igual si fuéramos las negras tampoco, pero. Yeah, rook f7 is not a check. So I assume you mean queen f7. Rook f7 just blunders mate e1. El otro problema. Ok. Sí, claro. Pasa que como justito había un torre F7 acá, me pensé que estaban hablando de este. Está bien. Estaban hablando del otro, claro, con razón. Okay, yeah, you guys were talking about the previous one. Yeah. My apologies, Vince. Yeah. I got all confused because you guys were talking about the rook f7, and rook f7 is possible here. It just blunders mate e1, but it is possible. So I thought maybe you guys meant like queen f7 because you also put a check there, and so well, that's why I was thinking that. So dama h8, dama f6, a ver, dama h8. Ahí va, dama h8, el rey se tiene que venir para arriba. Dama f6. Dama f6, el rey se tiene que volver a donde estaba. Después de eso, alfil f7, jaque. Y después el rey se te va a tener que ir a donde se tiene que poner enfrente de todo. Sí, lo parten al diome, ¿no? Alfil F7, alfil G6 y... ok, sí. Tienes toda la razón, sí, tiene que ser eso, sí. Así que nos mandamos para acá, viene para acá, le metemos esta. Obviamente si viene para acá le metemos un mate con tomate ahí, así que eso es imposible. Y si se viene para acá se va a tener que venir, después le metemos esa y está, y adiós. Está bien. Tiene todo el sentido, Emma. Okay, so yeah, great job there, Emma. Excelente trabajo, Emma. Y bueno, y todos los demás también. Excellent job, you guys. So yeah, very glad to have you accompany me in this session of puzzles. Tomorrow, if you guys want to tune in, we'll be solving more. I mean, unless something comes in the way. I mean, about my life. I mean, I should be here streaming again. I will try to stream earlier tomorrow, and earlier and longer potentially. Today was a very short stream, but yeah, now I do have to. Now it is time for me to end stream. Definitely very late here. So yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in and participated in the puzzle solving. Take care, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And see you soon. Manolo Rodríguez, bienvenido al canal, gracias por suscribirte. Argentino no, soy uruguayo, así que bueno, cerquita. ¿Tú eres uruguayo tú? Digo, uruguayo o argentino, quiero decir. Bueno, hispanohablante seguro, porque Manolo de cajón. Bueno, aparte de que estás hablando español. esa es la primera, ¿no? pero bueno, digamos que además de eso, por el nombre también. Queen G5, okay, let's see that tomorrow, Vince. Uruguayo viviendo en España. Ah, mira qué bien. Así que uruguayo en España. Tenemos también otro español acá en el. Es decir, otro español. Tú eres uruguayo, pero digo. Alguien más que asumo que vive en España porque es español. Yushi también. También español. Así que tenemos gente viviendo en España por acá. Excelente, excelente. Sí, yo hace un tiempo cuando fue hubo un torneo FIDE acá en Uruguay y tuve el honor de sacarme una foto con Pepe Cuenca. No sé si lo conoce. Pepe Cuenca, el ajedrecista español. Bueno, y también con Andrés Rodríguez, el gran maestro uruguayo también. Pero bueno, ese ya es ficha más conocida de por acá, imagino. Para mí sí era la primera vez que lo veía, pero digo, es decir, debe ser bastante. Obviamente lo conoce todo el mundo aquí. Pero, pero Pepe Cuenca, eso me sorprendió muchísimo que haya venido Pepe Cuenca por estos lados. Me llamo Francisco. Mitad español, mitad turco, ah, mira. Bueno, muchachos, ahora sí voy yendo. Que ya se me hace tarde, pero excelente tenerlos aquí. Muchas gracias por suscribirse y por estar. Y, y nos estamos viendo la próxima. So yeah, take care, you guys. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and see you tomorrow.